Welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, and today we're going to be talking about running a 5k as a newbie. So the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is our mission to raise £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, and we're going to do this by run vlogging on consecutive days the distance of 1 lap around the world. It is a 12-year challenge of consecutive days worth of running, at least 5 kilometres. I even vlog when doing it, and I even do it barefoot style. So it's a staggering 40,075 kilometres in total. That's just shy of 25,000 miles. So it's an epic challenge. To find out how to support the challenge, please go to links in my bios or go to the website challenge.runpreneur.co, and let's get started. So, this is a message from, or a question from one of our Runpreneur community members, Sanjay Patel, and his question was, going past someone, morning. His question was, how would you go about running a 5k as a newbie? Okay, so 5k is a distance which is not to be underestimated, and to the more experienced runner who's been running a long time, a 5k is seen to be a relatively short distance, but for a new runner it's a long distance, and it's actually a sustained amount of exercise that you may or not have been used to before, and you have to respect that, because if you push yourself too hard too soon, that's how injuries arise. So when someone says to me, well, I'm a new runner, I want to run 5k, how do I go about doing it? Well, first and foremost, I'm not necessarily a running coach. Now, I do have a fairly good depth of knowledge on running, having done it for so long and having studied so many facets of running over the years. But the first thing I would advise is look at some of the programs. I mean, it's common knowledge now, the Couch to 5k challenge, which the idea behind it is people who are inactive being able to run 5k in a 9-week program. Okay, and it's done really well. It's done on the app. It's done very well to keep you motivated, to keep you accountable for kind of following the plan. But it's a very slow, sustained build-up of running. Okay, so it builds up. Week 1 is a significant amount of walking, a little bit of running, and it just gradually builds up over the course of time. So they're kind of half-an-hour sessions, and the reason they're half-an-hour sessions is because as a new runner, by the end of the 9 weeks, you should be able to run for 30 minutes. If you can run for 30 minutes, for most people that would be a 5 kilometre distance. Okay, so that's the kind of target. But even if you can run for 30 minutes flat, your fitness levels will be at a level where you should be able to run a 5 kilometre distance, which is really important. But for a new runner, the thought of running for 30 minutes flat is quite a lot, and it's hard, and it's something that we don't recommend. So follow a program like Couch to 5k. Follow the program. It'll be a lot of walking with running gradually introduced, and over the 9-week period, every week, the amount of time you spend running will increase. And they don't just go, oh, you're going to do 1 minute of running this week, 5 minutes next week. They do it in a way that is really sustainable as well. So there'll be intervals. So you'll do 5 minutes walking, a couple of minutes running, 5 minutes walking, a couple of minutes running, so and then gradually the intervals will be increased, and then gradually the duration that you run will increase as well. So it grows at a very sustainable rate. And that is the way I would always recommend getting up to 5k level. And you can do it in 9 weeks. 9 weeks is the right amount of time. You can do it a little bit quicker if you're feeling strong and you're feeling the benefits of a gradual plan early. But I would always recommend following it, because there's a lot of science and research that goes into these plans, and you'll get to 5k in a more sustainable way. You won't fall out of love with running by doing it. But if you try and do it too quick, the pressure and the duress that you'll put on yourself, you'll get to a stage where it becomes less enjoyable. and you don't want to be in that kind of bracket. If you push yourself too hard too soon, you'll think, wow, this is really, really hard. How on earth can I keep doing this? Because I really hate it. And that's just as bad, because you'll lose the motivation to run. If you lose the motivation to run, all the hard work that you put into the training plan will be lost. So, slow and steady wins the race. Sustainable, gradual incrementations of increasing your running distances is the best and optimal way to get to 5k. Sounds like a bit of a cop-out saying go to Couch to 5k, but if I was to advise you independently, I'm just going past some people, so just bear with me a second. Morning. Yeah, so if I was to advise you independently, I would advise you something very similar to Couch to 5k. Perhaps I'd have slightly different iterations of how the plan was created, but the process would still be the same. Start with a small amount of running, build it up over a number of weeks until you can do a sustained amount of running for at least half an hour. And that is the moral to this story. So I hope that's useful. Any questions, just drop me a comment. If there's specific questions, I can advise a bit more. But the other thing I would say is always listen to your body. Is that if your body's telling you it's really, really hard, stop. You know, if it means that your Couch to 5k plan takes an extra week, so be it. It's not a problem, okay? If it takes a week less, not a problem. Listen to your body. Your body, everybody's body's different, and it will improve and adapt to running at a different rate. So listen to your body is really, really important. And like I say, the aim is to do this sustainably and hopefully create a love for running and what it gives you, rather than, oh, this is so difficult, so painful, which is very, very off-putting to continue that your running journey. So any questions, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. Please remember that the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, which between them cover the whole spectrum of issues affecting children on a global scale. We do this by embarking upon this epic running challenge of running every single day for 12 years to circumnavigate the world once. And we're going to do that by running at least 5 kilometres every single day whilst vlogging barefoot style. It's a 40,075 kilometre challenge, just shy of 25,000 miles. It's truly epic, but believe you me, it will save the lives of children, which is entirely worthwhile. So that's pretty much it for me. Any other questions, drop me a comment. Otherwise, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.